Hey yo guys, welcome to the last edition of Down and Dirty for the Dirty White Boy. For a while, I'll be back. I'm just going away and I won't have time to answer your questions. So please, after this Q&A, do not send me any more questions because I will be out of the country and I can't answer them. So anyway, the first questions I have today are from ECW Hardcore 07. He is like, what, 5'4", whatever. What are your thoughts on the Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle street fight in the Ring 01? It was a brutal match, loved it. Did go on a bit too long, but the bumps Shane McMahon took were fantastic, and I like the angle slam off the top of the turnbuckle, which was from the table, or whatever you want to call it. That was fantastic, and the glass bumps were awesome, considering they didn't break twice and a couple times, and Shane had to be whipped through them twice. What feud would you have liked to see that you didn't get to see in the old ECW? Well, then you'd have, I don't know, I'd probably like to, like, a Tommy Dreamer versus, like, New Jack. I don't know if it's been done, but that'd be sweet. What is one thing that has pissed you off most in wrestling? The fact that WWE doesn't care about their fans anymore and they're doing this shit pretty much just to piss us off. That's the one thing that's pissed me off right now. The thing that pissed me off most in wrestling are bad gimmicks, where they just give talented people, like WWE, give talented wrestlers shitty gimmicks and fuck them up. Fuck them up. Who do you think TNA can bring into to help them? I think TNA can bring anyone in. I mean, they could bring Steve Corino, mainly. What I'd really like them to, I mean, if they bring Van Damme in, it would help them fantastically. They get more ratings, more views, anything. Van Damme would help a lot. What is the best shoot interview you've seen from a wrestler? Clearly the face-off between Honky Tonk Man and Raven's the best one. But I just got introduced to one new one where Kevin Sullivan books, I think it's guest booker with Kevin Sullivan, where he books pretty much the WWF from 94. Not 94, 84. Yeah, that's the best one. So anyway, thanks for those ECW Hardcore 7. Thanks, Jim. Next is from Aussie Pugs. If 3 WWE wrestlers were TNA to improve it, who would you choose? This is mainly younger guys. I would choose Punk, Benjamin, and Carlito, just because they would add so much excitement to TNA and make TNA a whole lot better. Especially Benjamin, Punk. I think Carlito would help, but Benjamin and Punk would be the keys. Mainly because Punk's been there and we know what Punk can do in the ring. It'd be like indies for him again. And we want to see AJ, I mainly want to see AJ Shelton, and AJ would awesome in the X Division. So thanks for that Aussie Pugs. AJ Orton. Who would you want to see TNA get 2 hours or 2 1-hour shows? I want to see him get both, mainly. I want to see him get 2 hours on Thursdays and have an hour show on Saturday, like WWE Superstars or Wrestling Challenge or anything. You know, that's what I would like. Next questions are from one of the main question senders to me, Nikki Goo 32. What do you think was the 2 best years for the WWF? 1984, because that's when Hogan came up, and that's when they started to boom take off. And 98, there's something about 98, the feuds they had in there, like Austin, Undertaker, Austin, Doolove, or Foley, whatever. Undertaker, Mankind again, even though they had a sweet feud in 96. And, yeah, like Rock, anyone. Fantastic year for them. I just think that's when they started to turn the corner in the Monday Night Wars. Now that Vince is not dead, do you think he will be put out of the picture for a while? Yeah, other than the exception of the past 2 on ECW and Raw last week, I think he'll be out of the picture for a while. Or could you ever see WWE going back to the old red, white, and blue ropes? Well, they always do for Great American Bash. I mean, don't get twisted. They always do that for Great American Bash. But I think those ropes are dead because, you know, that was the olden days, and now they have Raw, which is red, so all the ropes have to be red. And then, like, pay-per-views, they flip them over, and SmackDown's blue, and ECW, I think they have white ropes. They won't go back to those way, other than Great American. And do you think Goldberg versus Cena would have been a good feud or a sucky one? It'd be a crappy feud because Goldberg's shit on the mic, Cena's shit on the mic. Goldberg's okay in the ring, Cena's shit in the ring. It wouldn't be the best feud ever. It'd sell tickets, but it wouldn't be the best feud ever. Next set of questions are from Piscataway63. If you could choose 3 superstars from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, swear off on a 80s, I would take Sting, because that's when he was coming around and becoming awesome. 90s, I'd take Bret Hart. 2000s, I'd take Rock. Be pretty sweet. Do you think that when Johnny Nitro won the ECW title, that it capitalized him into a main eventer? No, because I think he's going to be a transitional champion where he'll just lose the title to either Punk or someone. I think I way to Benoit, but that one happened after Benoit's tragedy. Is there a WrestleMania location that is not being used that you would like to see? I would like to see them go like to Europe for one, like England mainly. I don't think that would happen. Somewhere in the States it hasn't been done. I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say Chicago, but that's been on 3 times. I don't know. I think they got it pretty much. For some reason, I just want to see them do Colorado. I don't know, or Montreal. Montreal would be good. And oh, sorry, those are from 1995 Royal Rumble. Excuse me on that. This is from Piscataway 63. What do you prefer watching now, TNA or WWE? TNA because they're better in the ring, their promos are better, and they're not trying to fuck the fans over. They're actually turning a profit. They put on fantastic matches, and their last pay-per-view was good. I didn't see last. I hope on catching this one, but whatever. Anyway, next questions are from Earnhardt3. Earn3, whatever. Earnhardt3. Do you think The Rock will ever return to WWE for a match? No, I think he's happy in acting, and he's making good money there, just as good as he would make in the ring, and he's trying to be a family man. I don't think he's ever going to come back. He may show up occasionally, like on promo-wise, but he wouldn't come back for a match. Do you see CM Punk winning the WWE World title one day? I don't know. I do, but I don't, because I think Vince wouldn't let him win it, because Vince really doesn't like the guy. I mean, he definitely has all the qualities, too. He should be champion now, in my opinion. He'd be world champ. Well, maybe not now. I'd give it a year or so. But he'd be IC champ by now, at least. And how many times do you think Triple H will end up winning the WWE title since he's already had it 10? Well, I was thinking that they'd try and do it and make him top Ric Flair, but I think he'll win it at least one more time. He'll probably win it at Mania 24. And the last questions from today are AdaB98. Here's a question you might be able to use in your next Q&A. Do you think Johnny Nitro's push happened too soon? Well, no. He was getting a good push that he deserved once they came over to Raw and broke away from M&M in the singles division. Then they stopped the push and put him back together, and they fired Joey Mercury. Now ECW. Granted, he's the ECW World Champion, but still, he's going to be a transitional champion, as I just said. He'll lose the title right away. So anyway, thanks for the questions, guys. Now remember, don't send me questions for a while until I come back from my trip. And that's been the last cue down and dirty with the Dirty White Boy for some time. So anyway,